Morning guys, happy Friday. As most of you know that we are just celebrating our 1 million gemstones sold on Gemrock Auctions. And part of that is obviously getting your message out there, celebrating with not only customers, but using that as a promotional tool to tell other people how good you are and what you've achieved. So how do we do that? Obviously we have our, our sphere of people that know us, trust us already. So that's email lists, people on social media, people that are already going to the website. So, that part's pretty easy. You can put up banners, you can put up pop-ups. We're actually having a competition as well. So maybe I'll tell you guys a little bit about that at the end. But one of the big ways is using press releases. So, something that's quite important to the industry, such as, like what we've done with selling 1 million gems, it's probably worth posting creating a press release and getting that put out there. So how do you actually use press releases? The way you write press releases is a little bit different to maybe writing content on, a script for YouTube or social media or putting anything on your website. It's a little bit more newsy, right? So the way that people talk, the way that you would write the news article, the press release, talks about the company kind of from a third person almost, and it's kind of it's a little bit less personal than, say, doing something like social media. So, we usually go out to a press writer, we tell them what we've done, they'll send back a Word document. And most of those Word documents, they have to be formatted in a certain way. So, you have a grabby headline, when you want it to be released. So usually you say for immediate release, you write your news, and then at the bottom there's a whole lot of contact information about what company you are, who the contact is for the press release, and that all goes on the bottom. So then you have to get your news article out there, and there's a whole lot of things called syndication, news syndication. So we use PR Newswire, and it's a website that you go to and you select kind of what audience, what country, what region you want your press release to be sent out through syndication to a whole lot of journalists, editors, and they get hundreds, thousands a day. And, it's your job to make a really nice, catchy headline that will stop them and actually look at your article and consider publishing their article on their news website. So, some of these can be really big, like CNN, New York Times. So we've been picked up by New York Times before. We had an interview with New York Times because of doing this sort of thing. And we usually choose mainly just web syndication, which is all of the online magazines, because we are an online business. So, if you were a business that wasn't online, you can actually choose to put these into editorials that are physically printed. And then I think, the other thing is to try and build relationships with magazines. So every time we have a press release, we go and just Google search a whole lot of jewelry magazines, opal magazines, gemstone magazines, go to their contact page and just send them an email. And usually what I say is, hey guys, we're releasing this for a press release next week through the syndication. We'd like to give you guys the opportunity to publish it first, because what happens then is that they, if they publish it on their online magazine or newspaper, that it'll get picked up by Google first. And if anyone searches for anything, they're likely going to get it first. So you kind of tell them, we'd like to give it to you first so you can publish it. And, we had a handful of people last night publish the article already, which is pretty cool. And, it benefits it benefits them, benefits us, and people buy from people, building relationships with people. I think, don't just rely on syndications and automated processes that you pay for. Try and build a relationship with actual editorials. And so just before I finish, I said that we're running a competition. So when we do hit the 1 million, it looks like that's going to happen Saturday or Sunday. We will have a competition on the website. You just have to put your email address in, and we're going to give away over $1,000 worth of prizes. So, and one of those might be a diamond. So that's it for today. Hope you have a good day, and we'll talk to you next week.